Hello everybody, my name is Glacial and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Create. This is episode 3, and as you might be able to tell, I have been doing a little bit of work in between episodes, and that's mainly so I can just get things going in the create aspect of things, and just have some more fun with create. Uh, Today I plan on going to the Nether. Hopefully it's going to be a full Nether episode. We'll see, depending on where we spawn and stuff like that. I really want to get brass started as soon as we can so that we can kind of have um, nicer and neater setups for everything. And right before we get into everything, I want to show you the little bit of work I've done. So I found a mossy cave. It was um, somewhere around here. I think it was like right around here. There was a cave entrance, and I just went mining. I think it was this one, and it led me into a mossy cave, which is nice because that was my goal for this whole aesthetic, is making it like super overgrown, super worn down, basically. And I really like how this turned out. I'm really proud of how it looks. I also made some windows for it. I need to make a door still, but I really like how this turned out. And if we go into free cam real quick, um, it looks really nice in my opinion, and I'm really proud with how it turned out. Um, and this is kind of the aesthetic we want to go for. Kind of like a almost industrial or like early industrial aesthetic with a lot of overgrown areas and sections. Some even will have trees. I was thinking of maybe growing azalea up here, but then I was like, that might be a little too much. So I'm really proud with how this turned out. And yeah, I hope you guys also enjoy it. Um, and then if we go in here, I set up how we're going to store it. It's kind of in the way of the ladder, but as of right now, we don't need any reason to go up unless we want to have a better view of things. So right here is just our simple kelp storage. It's actually almost full, so I might have to put a void filter on this so it doesn't keep filling up. And at some point, I do want to automate the smoking of kelp just so um, we have it done, but we're just using a chute below this portable storage interface with a couple andesite funnels, and it is on top of an item drain, so it just rolls across like that into the storage. And it works really well for how small this area is. It's way better than having to fit in like a water wheel for belts or anything like that. So yeah, I really enjoy how that turned out. And then over here, I just have a couple simple water wheels powering just very basic machinery here. Our press, our basin, and then our millstone. This basin has been very useful because if I show you right here, I'll take one piece of zinc nugget and one andesite, which if you don't know, to make andesite alloy, it takes 2 zinc nuggets and 2 andesite to make one. But if you put it in a mixing basin and it mixes it up into a singular andesite alloy, so it halves the recipe cost, which is really nice. And then the press, I mean, is the press. It's useful no matter how you put it. Um, and the millstone we have here, just in case we need gravel, I think sand you can make. You can um, mill down armor or something like that too. It's very useful just to have around just in case you need it. Not much has changed with the animals over here. I did find a mob spawner, different one than the first episode. I do plan on going back down and getting the one from the first episode because these are really useful for mob farms. We can make it super simple and easy rather than having a huge tower for mob spawning. We could just use these. And then, anything else? I did do a little bit of mining in between episodes, um, just so, again, we can get ahead. I have a ton of copper. I think I'm gonna halt on copper for a little bit. We have about a stack and a half of zinc, about a stack of iron. I did turn some of it into sheets for the Nether episode we're doing. And then got a bit of gold and stuff. Some of it went into my backpack. I have stack upgrades, and I also upgraded my backpack to gold. And as you can see, we found quite a bit of diamonds, which is nice. So I made a diamond pickaxe and turned the lava pool down in the caves that I was in into some obsidian, vein mined it, and I think that's about it. I know that seems like a lot, but again, it's just to keep everything moving pretty smoothly in the create aspect of things. I just really want to get into create rather than sit around and do the basic Minecraft stuff. Okay, so let me actually, before we do leave, we are going to need another sword because mine broke while I was down in the depths. And something actually really nice is I believe it was the cave, it was either the one over there that was the lush cave, or it was the one over here. I went to two different cave systems. This one I kind of depleted, so it might have been that one, I don't remember. But one of them had a mine shaft, and it actually had this zombie spawner in it. And it also had a poisonous spider, as I think they're called, cave spiders. It had one of those spawners, but I honestly don't want spiders in our mob farm at all, just because they are so hard to farm, because they can climb up walls. And if I'm being honest, spider eyes and string, I don't necessarily need an automation or a way to automate. I keep on going back and forth. I don't need a way to automate string or spider eyes, just because, like, if I need them, I need them, but it's easy to farm manually, and usually you don't need more than just a handful of either one. So I didn't want to spend the time or effort to bring that spawner all the way back, like I did with the zombie spawner. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to break out a little area for a nether portal and see what our spawn is. I do have some gold and iron armor on instead of our copper to hopefully help us in the nether just a little bit and keep us a little bit more protected. I do want to put the majority of this in my inventory, and once we get in there, we'll be able to make a couple empty blaze burners. And that's my main goal today, is to get blaze burners. Ooh, this is not the best biome to start. But yeah, I want to get a couple blaze burners and get that going so I can get into grass and stuff like that. So that's my main goal today. We'll see how far we get on that, or if, or like how far past, I should say, because I know we'll get into it pretty quickly and easily. I kind of want some of this glowstone. I don't use it all too often, but maybe I will. I have a couple of the mods that will help me with different types of building blocks and stuff. I think one's chipped, and then the other one is, what is it? I hear another hoglin. Yeah, chipped. I think that's really the only one in here. Yeah, all these are chipped, so I can make a lot nicer blocks, or use blocks in different ways than I normally would, which I tend to enjoy. So let's look at our map real quick and see. So there is a nether fortress over here. That's not too far. And I mean, it's a lot of this Crimson Forest. I do maybe want to make a pit stop by the Warped Forest and see what's over there. I do enjoy the Warped Forest logs and stuff, so. Oh, it's a little baby. Okay. So we need to go southeast. Which, if I'm gonna turn on my map, southeast will be this way. Okay. Just had to orient myself a little bit. Hopefully we don't run into too many hoglins. From the looks of it, we are going to. Great. Let's just run past them. Don't even look at them. And if I need crimson, if I need crimson wood, I'll get it, but I really don't want to spend the time chopping down a crimson tree if I'm not really looking for it right now, you know. Let me heal up. That was a close call for sure. Let's go around. Okay. I do, before we proceed, before I forget to, let's make some empty blaze burners. I actually have 10 for a good reason. Obviously, the one of them is going to be used for our blaze burner setup and stuff like that. But the other 9 are going to be used for our steam engine, which hopefully we will get into either today or in the next episode or 2. Which, if I'm being honest, I've never gotten into Steam this quickly, which is exciting. I really enjoy having Steam power, and it's a lot easier to... Sorry about that, I just had a coughing fit. But it's a lot easier to kind of mass produce steam burners once you have a steam burner or a steam, what is it called? A steam engine. There we go. Yeah, I really enjoy steam engines, and I mean, I'm sure everybody does. They're very efficient and very nice to have, especially when you're playing on single player like I am. You can have 1 to 2 and be set up for 90% of all the things you'll need. So I really enjoy getting them, or getting into them whenever I can, and hopefully we will be able to get into them real soon. I just realized I should probably be more careful with how I'm mining. Don't want to run into lava or anything like that. I was hoping... I mean, we might just dig straight into... What is that? Oh, that's a basalt delta. No? Is that a structure? I thought that might be a basalt delta, but on top it says it's a crimson forest. Anyway, we might dig straight into this nether fortress. I didn't really plan on that. Yeah, why not? Let's do it. Just be prepared for some lava. Hopefully we don't run into any, but the likelihood of that is slim to none. Almost every time you will run into lava in some way, shape, or form. Especially in the nether. Hopefully we don't. I mean, I should be using my iron pickaxe. It mines just as quickly. Still no lava, good. I'm gonna keep mining and hopefully cut back whenever I get to the nether fortress. Okay, we just broke into the nether fortress. Hopefully nothing's just sitting here waiting for us. I do want to grab some of these ores. I mean, the gold ore will be nice to upgrade our backpack, and then the nether quartz we can use for our smart stuff like shoots and stuff like that. Let me get this guy's aggro and then block him off so I can cheese him a little bit. But yeah, I want to upgrade our backpack so we have gold tier upgrades, hopefully, in the relative future. I'm not expecting it today, but, you know, if we get it, we get it. That would be awesome. Oh, okay, so we found a blaze spawner. And what I'm actually gonna do, nope, crap, is grab it. So, now that we have this, I am gonna actually run it over to the overworld real quick. Uh-oh. Shoot. Hopefully I can just run past him real quick. Because I think our entrance is... Oh, he's right at our entrance. Dang it. Okay, maybe we guide him past it. No, come here. Keep coming. And then at this four-way, we'll swerve around him. Hello, music. That's loud. Ow! No, go. Okay, we're good. As long as no other one spawns, we're good. I do hear a blaze. Get on up here real quick. Move! Okay. And what I will do real quick is block that off, eat, and then grab it again, just so we can heal up. And I am going to take this back to the overworld, and I will come back whenever I get that there. Okie, we are back in the overworld, and all I'm gonna do with this blaze spawner is I'm gonna swim all the way down to the bottom of this lake and put it down. If they spawn, they will be instantly killed by the water, and I don't believe they could spawn. Even if they wanted to, I don't think they could. And now we have infinite access to blaze burners, if and when we need them. But most importantly is, if I can go sleep real quick, we can have access to brass, which will be amazing. So let me get some coal. Oh, I have some on me. Let me clean out my inventory just a little. And I probably will go back to the Nether. That was a very quick expedition. I thought it would be a lot longer than that, so... Oh my gosh! Jeez, jump scare. That Nether fortress was a lot closer than I thought it would have been. With my luck, I thought it would be way farther, but it was not. So, I might go back, get some gold, and stuff like that. Again, I want to get gold for my, whatchamacallit, my backpack upgrades and stuff, because we need, 8 blocks of gold to upgrade these. So I definitely want to harvest some of that. But now we are getting brass, which I am so excited for. It will completely clean this up because we can get speed controllers. We'll be able to get precision mechanisms. We'll be able to make a mining machine that we do not have to touch at all, which is my main goal, is I really want a mining machine so I don't have to manually go get more iron or anything like that. So So yeah, this will definitely help in the long run. Let me see how much gold we have in totality and see how much we should be working for. So with all of our nuggets turned into ingots and so on, we have 8. So we can turn one of these into a gold upgrade, which is nice, which multiplies the stack by 4. So even without this on, we can stack up to 256, but with this on, we can stack up to 512. And I believe when you add another gold, it can stack up to almost 1,000, if I remember right. So that will be very useful. Let me put that in here. Yes, okay. Now we have a stack of brass, which is amazing. Obviously, we are not going to be using it right away. I really want to go get some more gold. And I'm curious if and when I have enough experience, I should be able to get close to a full enchanting setup. Let's see. Yes, that's good. And then let's make some bookshelves. I had to remember the recipe for a second. I'm very close. I should be able to go breed our cows and hopefully have enough after that. I do have 6 leather. I have quite a bit of sugarcane, as you can see. If I remember right, hold on. The recipe can be used for canvas, and we have a lot of straw. Hold on. I might not even have to go breed our cows. We might be able to just have that right here. Yes, we have 4 stacks exactly of straw. That is awesome. So, oh, and I should just harvest this since we are getting books and stuff. That definitely should be enough. If it is not, then someone's eaten my sugar cane because that is going to be plenty. Almost 2 full stacks. That is awesome. So let me just put a full stack onto the press, and the press will turn it instantly into paper. And while that's working, we will make these into canvas. And you can also use this canvas and put it into a rug or something, I think. Hold on. What can you use canvas for? You can use it for scaffolding. That's useful. Books, paintings, baskets, a tatami block. I don't know what that is. And yes, canvas rugs, which I actually really enjoy. Oh, and then you can also make canvas signs. Cool. But I really enjoy these canvas rugs as decoration. They're very kind of realistic rugs, I guess I would call them. Not super colorful or anything, which I enjoy. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm gonna wait for this sugar cane to smash out, and I will be right back. We just got a stack of paper, and I realize I could be using the classic recipe for paper, but I also kind of enjoy using create stuff when I can. I really like create adds the recipe for a reason. Why not use it? Enjoy the couple seconds it takes instead of just instantly having it right then and there. We will set up a very quick and dirty enchantment setup. This is max, or should be, or no. I thought it was, oh, no, that's why. it's only 11. Okay, that's definitely enough. I don't know if it's true, but I do want to kind of have as many as I can around it, just to kind of up the chances for like fortune and stuff like that. Because I think that's a thing. I don't know. I've heard it been said around and stuff like that, that like if you have more bookshelves, it gives you higher possibilities for like Fortune 3 and stuff like that. So, um, we're just gonna do it, and if it's wrong, it's wrong. If it's right, it's right, you know? But this is definitely enough books. Um, and the first enchantment is Silk Touch. Darn it. We do have plenty of diamonds, so I might um, enchant with Silk Touch and then uh, get fortune on maybe another pickaxe. I mean, obviously, I need more levels first, so let's go back. Let me just make sure there's nothing in these. No, okay. Let me clear out my inventory a bit, and we can go back to the Nether and see what it has in store for us. Hopefully, nothing too crazy. Since we've already been there, we kind of know what we're looking for and stuff. And let's get some, not lapis, quartz and gold. Oh wow, we found a dried gas. Sweet. So we'll be able to get us a happy gas, which is exciting. I have wandered into a soul sand valley, which I don't know if I really want to explore right now, but I mean, we know where it is. I Since I have so many levels, I kind of want to start heading back, see what the enchantment table has in store, and hopefully we get some fortune. And I mean, Silk Touch will be nice, but I don't use it as often as like most people do. I feel like a lot of people use it quite often, and some people prefer it, but I don't. I just don't use it all too often. And if anything, I prefer Fortune over it, which I know a lot of people do, but I never really seek out Silk Touch. So we have made it back to the overworld. Let's see what we can get for enchants. And it is becoming daytime, so I shouldn't have to worry too much about... if we can sleep, I'll sleep. Why not? Okay, let's see. Oh, let me grab my lapis and my diamonds, as well as... I mean, I won't make another pickaxe until I know for sure that this stayed as Silk Touch, and it did. Sweet. That's actually really good. I wish it was on a fortune pickaxe, but that's really good. Let's see. Maybe we'll get fortune? I'm crossing my fingers. Oh, we're only level 29. Dang it. Is there anything I can smelt in my box of goodies? No, not really. We didn't get very much gold. That's why I want fortune. I feel like fortune on the, let me breed, and then that might be able to get me up a level. But, I feel like when it comes to the nether gold, I don't know how accurate it is or how accurate the statement is, but I feel like you get a lot more from fortune than just silk touching a, that's the wrong chest, than just silk touching a gold, or I don't know how true that is. It might be true, it might not. I really could be wrong. But let's breed these guys up. There we go. Yeah, that's what I thought. I figured we would get to a high enough level. But I also want to stay up on top of all the breeding. Because I might eventually make like a barn with a lot of them in there and stuff. But as of right now, I don't really have the means to do it. I do want to make like a wool farm, since I do want to use windmills when possible, for like smaller machines, or even like maybe like a old broken down windmill. I think would be really cool. But let's see. Let's just hope that this pickaxe gets fortune. Come on, no, dang it. Is it worth grindstoning down? I think I have, yes, I have 2 above the clouds books. Do I have a grindstone? I do. Maybe grind down one of the above the clouds. That wasn't very much, dang it. Because is there world gen? No, I don't. Oh, yes, okay. So, Silk Touch is needed for that. It drops 2. It is affected by fortune, so up to 24. So technically by fortune, it does have a chance to drop more than 2 ingots of gold. But I think for now, just so we don't keep wasting a bunch of levels, we'll just go with Silk Touch. I know it's not the best, but I mean, what else am I supposed to do? I do actually want to cook up this meat real quick. I put it in the one furnace that doesn't have coal in it, but just so we have enough food when we do go back. And I might try and go towards that warped forest. We'll see. I just really want to get to 2 gold tier stack upgrades. I think that will be really nice. And we currently are pretty far off. We only have enough ingots for 1 block, so we're pretty far off. So I do think I might do some mining and do a little montage just so you can see it, and I'll be back whenever I get enough gold. Okie dokie, so we are back. I should have enough gold now and levels if we wanted to refresh our pickaxe. Yes, I have almost perfectly 2 stacks of gold, and we will just throw all this nether stuff into this chest, and I'll probably sort it out later. I did end up going to the warped forest for some of the blocks. Again, like I said, I really like the warped blocks, so I wanted to be able to use them, and yeah, so I grabbed a couple. All this netherrack, I don't think I'm going to keep all of it. We already have so much of it, so I'm just going to litter over here and just throw that out. And let's eat some food, get some sleep, and let's make this gold backpack upgrade. And I think that's where will end the episode is after I make that. There's an Enderman freaking out because it's raining. Yeah, hopefully we will have enough. I didn't count it for sure, but from the looks of what I'm seeing now, yes, we will. So, perfect. And, I don't know. I like this pickaxe, but it doesn't have fortune. So I think I'm just gonna start with a clean slate and see what we can get. Another efficiency, but what is it? Just efficiency, what the heck? Let's try again. Breaking. That's fortunate and breaking. That's better than what we had. Unfortunately, no efficiency. I know I can enchant again, but with the luck I've been having, I don't want to take the chance and not get fortune again. So we're just gonna leave it at that for now, and maybe we'll get some villagers going and find an unbreaking and mending and stuff like that. But for now, we got our gold upgrade now, so our backpack can now hold 1,024 items in a singular slot, which is sweet. So if we had 1,000 items of something, like if we wanted to store all of this netherrack, we could, all in one slot, which is insane. Which will be extremely useful when we get to really diving into create with all of the amount of things we'll need, like cogwheels and like shafts and stuff like that. It'll just be really nice to have that upgrade for my backpack. So I think I'm gonna end it here. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun YouTube stuff, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye!